Hi. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Ruby.
I'm Madeline.
Thank you so much for coming in today.
Yeah.
This is going to be a casual interview. It's for a journalism class I'm taking.
Oh, cool.
As we spoke over the phone, this is a project about mothers through the lens of their daughters. Okay, so I'm going to ask you a question about your mom. Please feel free to answer this as deeply or as honestly as you would like. Okay, so please also remember to state your name before you answer for the record. Okay, so this is the question. Think about a time in which you wanted to confess or confide in your mother, but didn't. If you had the opportunity to do so now, what would you say?
Madeline. Okay. There was this one time you randomly gave me advice about an eating disorder, and a couple days prior I had just written about it in my journal. I couldn't believe you looked at my journal. You had to have looked. It was too out of the blue. I was so mad at you. I totally ignored you for like a week, and you thought I was just being a teenage asshole. Yeah. But now, I don't actually care if you read it or not. But I still feel ashamed about the possibility of you just knowing about my struggle. Like, I want to tell you. I do, 'cause I know you could help me. But you knowing about it would make it too real. And I just don't want it to be. Yeah.
Gigi, you remember how in gym class every year they would make you run the mile and they'd time it? I don't know if you had that at your school, but I hated it. Wow. I didn't do very well my first year, so then every year after that, my mom, she decided to help train me, and her way of training me was literally just chasing me through the neighborhood. And usually I had to give up and stop running before we even got to the first mile mark. I think I could run a mile now though. I was just young then. But anyways, my mom, I just remember she never got tired. And I mean, when we come back, she'd go to the kitchen and she'd start cooking for 2 hours straight before she even had a second to rest. And I remember I asked her, how she never gets tired, and she didn't have an answer for me. It's just so ingrained in who she is to just always be pushing forward. Do all women live like this? You're so resilient, and I really admire that. But I can't keep up with you, so I'm learning to set my own pace. And I hope that you can still be proud of me.
Isadora, but you can call me Isa. We're like twins, only separated by a generation. Like seriously, it's like my dad didn't even try, and I love looking just like you because it makes me feel like I have a sister, even though I don't really. But since we look so much alike, it really hurts me that you don't think you're pretty, Because how can you call me beautiful and then judge those same features in the mirror? Like, I just don't understand that. And it makes me feel like you're lying when you call me pretty. Like, you can't convince yourself, so you're trying to convince me. And it just makes me sad. Yeah, it just makes me really sad. I mean, one of your friends came into work the other day, and they mistook me for you. And, like, to me, like, I just thought, what a great compliment.
Audrey. I actually wrote down some of my thoughts on a piece of paper, kind of like a poem. I hope that's okay. I use my strength to patch up the cracks you leave behind, not looking back at my similar scars. Avoiding your mistakes pushes me into other ones. Trying not to be like you is impossible. Yeah, it's weird. For so long, I tried so hard not to be like my mom, but when I grew up, I realized that trying not to be like her was making me into someone I'm not. And as I grew up, I realized that being like her was okay. Her mistakes were motherly, but her love was human. I wish I realized that sooner, because the human that she is stunning. She's so kind and pure and talks to every stranger. She's braver than anyone I know. She's so strong, physically and mentally, a superhero. I love you, Mom. Are we good?